Yes, now.
Okay, so here we are in Japan in qualifying with Julian in the commentary box.
That's some good lag.
Julian, would you like to say hello to our viewers?
Hello.
Yes, so Japan is a track located in East Asia. It's well known from its mysterious fight skills, and yeah, on this track, like decade ago, over a decade ago, Kimi Raikkonen won from starting from last pole on the grid and overtaking quite a few cars, like while starting from the last, to win this race. So this on this track we can see many battles, but right now we've got wet qualifying, which will spice things up. We'll have like random tire choice for everyone, maybe not random, but you know, free tire choice for everyone. And now they just need to give everything they have. Maybe it's wet in the race as well, so maybe fix something with their setups and just do best as they can. So yeah, it can be really interesting race and qualifying.
Yep. So we don't know if the race is going to be dry, as Lemon said. So we may see people doing the harder compounds in the race, because if you do the softer compounds, you get less. If you do the softer compounds, you get more trouble with tire temperatures. So the harder compounds can be better
And
on this
tire wear.
circuit. Yes, and tire wear, of course, as well. So the harder compounds could be better, but it just depends on the traffic you get in the strategy, because some people might still do the normal strategy. Speaking of strategies, if qualifying would have been dry, the drivers would have started on the supers or the softs, most likely. And then
Well, they
on.
would start driving laps, the guys from softs probably on mediums, just to get the feel of the track and then do softs.
Yeah, but if qualifying was dry, that would have happened. And if you would have started on the super softs, you would have pitted between lap 6 and lap 8. And if you would start on the softs, you would pit between lap 9 and lap 12. The strategies are basically going to be the same with this wet qualifying session if the drivers start on the supers or the softs. If you start on the medium tires in the dry race, then you could go to lap 16, 17 or even 18 and then still go to the supers without having to worry about tire wear, really, because the track is so much gripped in that you basically have less tire wear and more grip. So that's about it about
Exactly.
strategy. Let's focus on the qualifying session now, as I'm on board with Apollo
Let's go to
Pepsi.
Pencil.
Okay.
Oh, Apollo Pepsi, okay.
Yeah, Apollo
So
Pepsi almost lost the rear end on the Dunlop corner, but sure, let's go to Pencil. There we go.
as now he's coming through Dunlop curve, coming straight to Dagner turns 8 and 9 pretty nicely through there. Oh, however, losing his car, and I think this lap is not going to be continued by him. However, he is still staying in high ERS deployment modes as he makes another mistake. Yeah, probably he's running dry setup, so yeah, that's a sign for us to predict that the race is going to be dry. So yeah, that's good one. I guess he's using 1-9 wings with 9 ballast, so for the rain it's quite an aggressive setup, but for the dry it's just right.
Yep. One thing as well about the ERS. I personally found that using non-ERS through the corners is actually better than using hot lap or overtake in the corners. And
Well, yes, because you get way better traction. I'm sticking with medium on my laps, just to have a bit of more speed. But you need to be more cautious with high deployment modes in corners, especially in the rain. As Pencil goes into second with that messy lap, so there is a lot of room to find for everyone.
yep. Just want to say as well, Simon probably made a mistake because he is 12.8 seconds off the pace. So the real SD is 9 seconds off the pace. So probably both of these guys made a mistake. As Ravo now gets pole, right? Or was that Chris going to P2? I can't really make that up. But Georgikiv does jump to P2. Yes?
He is not even 2 tenths, almost 2 tenths behind Reva, but as every time in wet quali, the times at the end will be way faster if it's not going to start raining harder, because as Alpha Blue got himself 5 place grid penalty with collision with Degree. I will fastly check if Degree has any penalties as well. I don't know if I am able to do that. I don't think I can start that in Race Director, but yeah, for sure he got that penalty. Not Degree, but the guy who got this penalty.
Alpha Blue.
Yes, Alpha Blue got a penalty, so that's not going to work out well for him. But yeah, they got free tire choice, so
Oh,
there is not going to be any disadvantage.
I've just seen in
apart
the
from
Discord.
place.
Sorry
Yes?
to interrupt you. I've just seen in the Discord combined YouTube is saying wet quali, wet race.
Ooh,
That's going to
can
be
you give
really
me permission
difficult.
to see that?
It's in the APAC chat on Discord.
Yes, I don't have it. Just APAC roll, please.
Okay, but that's going to be really interesting for the race. We have, I believe it was Belgium. I'm not sure where it rained. No, it wasn't. I don't think it rained in Belgium, but it was some other race this season where it rained,
Yes.
and a lot of drivers really struggled to keep the car on the circuit. So we'll have to watch out for
Yes,
that.
but we should go to our results, as Pencil is now in P1 with 139.3, so he improved massively on his lap time, and he's now improving by over a tenth in first sector, coming through second diagonal. It was very messy, but maybe he can still improve. He is going to the hairpin. It's turn number 11. That was pretty good exit, and now he'll come through this corner. It's flat out. It's 200R, not like 130R, which is also flat. But now he's coming to the spoon curve, pretty wide, to be honest. But he spots the second apex pretty nicely. Still not using best lines, but yeah, we'll see the fast lap times at the end of the session. Now they just getting used to the track. But he's almost 2 tenths down on his time. He goes wide in 130R and going through Casio Triangle, which is finishing lap, and he is preparing for the next one. As Reva goes to top with 138.9, so that's a really good lap time. It can be really good, as I predict this lap time will be enough for top 4, top 5 at the end of the session.
It could well be, yes. We don't know if the track is going to actually dry more though. Wet quali doesn't mean it can't dry up, so...
Yeah, but it can also get harder and tougher to improve. Pencil is showing quite a bit of good car control, not now, but he was doing it. He's not improving on his time. He's down on his time by 3 tenths, so I don't think there is a reason to finish this lap if he is not going to make up some good few tenths next corners, because yeah, I guess it's time to go to the pits and just go onto the fresh set of intermediate tires and just go out about 6 minutes to the end to do 2 or 3 laps on them. But yeah, his time is very good as for wet quali, so I guess he won't be starting lower than 5, same as Drevo, basing on current conditions, as he is improving on that time, so he found a lot of time. You can see there is so much time to find. I wasn't suspecting that. Probably here good times would be about 37s. Yes, so you can see with that kind of messy lap he got to see to pole, so
Only
yeah.
just though.
Yes, it's how much? 27,000 of a second?
Yeah. Well, that's really close, especially if that lap was messy, then Pencil could quite comfortably get the
Well,
pole
he was
position.
over 3 tenths down in first sector, so
Yeah. There's surely some time to find in that lap for him.
at least half a second in my opinion, maybe 4 tenths. Yeah, it may be a sign that it's drying out because
Well, I think it
there is
is
quite a
drying out.
yes, there's quite a bit of blue sky in some parts of the track when he's facing the after I've seen something after turn number 8 coming to turn number 9, and on the exit of the hairpin there is some on the horizon.
If you looked closely when Pencil went into the second diagonal corner, you could see a lot less rain, and even here
Yes,
into Spoon, there's a lot less rain visible. So that might be a sign the track is drying, because also if you looked a
global
few
warming.
yeah if you looked a few minutes ago, the track was a lot wetter as well, and it is a little bit drier now too. Even if you go up to run 30R now, under the trees it was pretty much dry. Well, it looked dry. It isn't, but it looks dry.
Yes, I think you should go to the pitch right now because it's really not enough time to do comfortably these laps as he goes to the pits. I think he ran out of fuel. No, he didn't, but he's driving slowly just to not make a random incidents. I guess he will have time for 2 more fast laps in a row. Not sure about 3, but for sure 2. As we've got 2 drivers on their laps, Simon is one of them, as he is coming through SS right now. Coming through Dunlop curve. Wow, he lost the backhand quite a bit, but controlled it nicely. And his split time in sector 1 is, let me check, Simon's time is 36.8, so yeah, he's faster than, yes, he's faster than our pole time in sector 1, so by a tenth. But yeah, he will need to make very good 2 last sectors to fight Pencil, because last 2 sectors Pencil had like really amazing pace.
Well, it is how you set up the car as well. Sometimes your wings is more helping in one sector than another. And especially in the wet, it's more important than in the dry. Because you just need that much more grip and downforce than in the dry to make it work.
Yeah.
And that's why you see...
Simon.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Simon comes really nicely through 130R, and through last chicane it may not look fast, but it's actually faster than just losing backhand everywhere and sliding. And let's see, what time is it going to be? It's 39.0, so he improved massively on his previous time, but yeah, he's still over a 10 behind Pencil and less than a 10 behind Revo. I guess he needs to improve at least half a second to secure pole, as everyone will be improving half a second to have any chances to secure the pole. But you can see it's drying out. I'm almost sure that we are not going to see any dry tire runner in this session, but who knows? The track evolution may be so fast, but it's still few dots of rain on my screen, so as it stopped raining, it's not raining anymore, Julian.
Yeah, I saw already that it's not raining anymore.
Well, it was raining like 10 seconds ago, but it stopped immediately.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe when someone will start his lap just at the end of the session, dry tires will be faster. But I don't know. There is still quite a lot of spray coming down from the tires, so that will be interesting.
Well, we don't know how fast it's going to dry, because normally in the game...
Yeah, that's a key factor. Like, you see, if it will be sunny for at least 1 minute now, dry may be possible, but I don't know right now. Let's say if somebody risked it and went for dries. Oh, nobody did it. If I would be on a place of Revo or Pencil, I would just go on softs and risk it, because why not? But yeah, let's check. Revo is finishing his lap actually. So let's check his lap time, and his lap time is going to be 0.5. So that's my prediction for pole position. As there is still a few minutes left, like 2.5, they can easily improve by another few tenths. As Pencil is on his outlap, so he'll have just one shot on these intermediate tires. And in changeable conditions, it's quite hard to spot braking points perfectly. Like, it's easy to spot them, but not to make the best out of the car in just one lap, so I think it might not be enough to set his best possible lap time, but still it's better than nothing. As we still see some spray from the tires, so it's surely not dry weather yet. We've got few drivers coming to the pits, so maybe they are going to try super soft or soft.
No,
but
they're not gonna make it if they come into the pits now.
Well, some of them are in the pits, but yeah, if they're not coming out, they have no chances. As yeah, one of them is going in or coming out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got Alpha Blue coming out of the pits, but he's on intermediate tires, so nobody believes that it can dry up, and I think it won't dry up, despite it's almost no spray from the tires. So yeah, really interesting. The one who risks may be the one who wins, because we can't forget that the lap takes 1.5 minutes. So after half a lap started just in the end of the session, it might be dry. But we've got Pencil on his lap right now. Let's check his sector 1 time. His sector 1 time was 36.4, so that's 3/10 faster than Revo's sector 1 on his best lap, I guess. But yeah, let's check his lap. Let's stay on board with him. He's coming through the hairpin. Turn number 11, now coming to 200R, which is turn number 12, which is just really long turn, which is flat out. Now coming up to Spoon. Now he's spotting the apexes pretty nicely. This was really smooth from Pencil. Using almost all space on the track, would have used a little bit more, but he didn't risk to run on a curb. As he comes to 130R, that was made nicely. Let me check his delta. Oh, he's improving quite a bit. It can be 137. It can be 137, and he can have time to do another lap, surprisingly. Yes, he has the time to do another lap, so I was wrong, and it's 138.0. He's using overtake on a straight, going back to hot lap for turn number 1 and turn number 2.
Oh.
Now coming to the S's pretty nicely, however he missed one apex. But it's still looking really good. As he comes through Dunlop curve right now, it's a really hard one, because if you miss the apex by a millimeter, you can just go into gravel, but he is not going into the gravel. He's not improving, he's very close to his lap time, so I guess we can see 137 from Pencil in this session. As it's still not dry. Was he? Ooh, okay, he went wide.
Yeah.
Way too wide. Maybe he's still somewhere close, like 2/10 down on his time, but it's not going to be the perfect lap time, as he pretty much secured a pole right now, as Kaiser is in the gravel. So I can easily. Oh wait, there is still 0 SD coming through the final corner and crossing the line with 140.4, so that's a good lap time, but let's just finish lap without pole sitter, as he's only 19,000 slower than his previous lap, so come on Pencil, do 137.
His last corner was already a lot better, so we might see it.
Yes.
Here we go. What is
135,
it gonna be?
136, 37.
Oh!
Oh, just about 138.013. So it was really close. If the hairpin would have been nicer, it could have been 37.8, even 0.8. But it's still perfect line. He just smashed everyone, having half a second of advantage over second and a second out of advantage on third guy on the grid. So yes, he's looking really strong coming into this race. How are the standings? Did he already secure the title or not yet?
I think he needs to score 7 points.
Oh, and the Gree has got 5 place grid penalty, so that's not good for him. He'll be starting down from 9th position, I believe, as I need to go to the toilet quickly, so I will be right back, probably for the start of the race, to make the awesome sequence.
Cool. So this is the starting grid, except for the Gree, because he's got a penalty. But Pencil starts from pole, Revo P2, Simon P3, Capelais P4, Georgia Keefe P5, Combined YouTube 7, the real SD 8. And then I believe Degree starts 9th. No, Degree starts 10th, sorry. But just want to point out that basically Pencil has indeed got the championship already, because Mutant is not here today, and Mutant needed to finish the race in P1 or P2, and then he would still be in the title fight, I believe. But as Mutant is not here, Pencil is already the champion. So congratulations to him. So yeah, pretty anticlimactic end to the title fight, but he does have the championship in the bag for the second season in a row. He won the first season of SRL Asia Pacific on PC, and now the second as well. And Rayfall is using 10 ballast, so good luck to you, sir, running that in the rain. But formation lap is underway now. As Lemon is making some noises, destroying his room probably.
Okay, I'm back. Wow, Degree is starting from 4th position. Why is that happening?
Yeah,
Didn't he get a penalty?
I think he did. That's
Probably a game glitch. We might see 2 people starting from 1 spot.
yeah. Degree was disqualified as well.
Yeah, that's not good for these drivers, but the items are not that crucial in the rain. If you overheat, it's not good, but you know, these tires have got a very, very wide working temperature window, so it's not going to be a problem for him to start on a bit cooler tires that are still fine, in my opinion.
Well, it is quite easy to get them up to temperature, yes, because
Yeah.
probably after the first few corners they are already up to temperature, because I think, as you said as well, the tires overheat quite quickly in the wet, so...
Yeah. Maybe not overheat, but they're heating up quickly. And the wide window of operative window is just helping out.
Yeah, that's what I meant, so sorry. But we are getting ready for the race now, and as you mentioned on the start of the formation lap, Degree has a 5-place grid penalty, I'm pretty sure of that, but he is in P4, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I just hope we don't actually get 2 people in the same grid slot, because it could cause some chaos. We actually had it in the European PC of 1 league as well a few races ago, where I started inside of another car. We already restarted once, so I didn't bother to restart again. Probably should have, but nothing happened.
Well,
So-
you had also that incident with Fabrizio in Austria practice.
Yeah, but I just hope it's
It
not
was
going...
funny because 2 cars when like the cars in 2nd place and in a 4th place were stacked on each other.
I just hope it doesn't happen again, but take it away for the
Yeah.
race start, Lemon.
Yeah, it's not happening again, as they have their own positions. As the last cars are lining up on a grid, and Alpha Blue is coming to his spot. So we've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and they are off. So they are moving, and it looked like a very, very good start from Pencil, already cutting off Revo. As he's comfortably first and leading into... Oh, there was a lot of carbon fiber going off from some cars, and it's hard to say which one was
It
that.
was Degree hitting the back of Simon. But
No, it's surely not Degree. It's someone else. I've seen a bit of...
no, it
template
was
missing
Capillates.
from
It was
one car.
Capillates. Never mind.
Okay, yeah. Because I've seen a bit of front wing. Yeah, there is Capillates. He's got a lot of front wing missing. He's just... Oh, he's over a second already behind Simon, so that's not good for him.
Well, apart from the first victim of wing damage, everyone got through turn 1 pretty okay. So
Yeah.
that's good to see. Now the race is on for these guys, and yeah, Capillates is already quite far behind Simon.
Ooh, Kaiser is on the grass. Probably he lost it during this theoretically flat out turn number 10 coming up to the hairpin. That's not good for him, but he's just 2 seconds behind everyone, so That gap is easily closable.
And Kaiser has got some wing damage as well, so that's not gonna help him out.
Oh yeah, he has some, so that's not good for him, as you said. But he is already 1 second behind Alpha Blue, so his pace is pretty nice.
Well, at the end of the first lap, Pencil's in the lead from Ravo, Simon, Capelez, who is probably going to pit, combined YouTuber, Apollo Pepsi, Chris, Jojo Keith.
No, Capillage is not going to pits. Maybe he thinks that pitting is a waste of time in that case.
Could be, but we got some overtakes going on.
They're going 3-1. Oh, okay, thankfully Apollo Pepsi backed out of it. As he almost hits the back of Capillage. Okay, so combined YouTuber is in up to P4. And I think it's time to Apollo Pepsi in few laps to overtake struggling Capillage in his Red Bull without a bit of a front wing. So not good race for both of Red Bulls, but yeah, they can still fix it as it's wet. Oh, let's see. They are side by side into Dagners. Let's see. Oh, Capillage is pushing Apollo Pepsi wide, and he rejoins the track behind Jojo. There was contact.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Bad luck continues for Apollo Pepsi in Japan. And for a change, there was a safe reset to track. Combined YouTuber. Just kidding. But yeah, Apollo Pepsi now has damage as well, so a lot of drivers with wing damage not going to help them out, but they have a lot of time to recover from it with 25 laps to go, as Chris gets his first penalty. And Risto almost lost the back end there at the exit of Spoon. And Degree is right in the slipstream of Chris now. Of course, Degree has wing damage, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And Chris also has wing damage, I believe, if I got a good glimpse of that into the chicane.
Yes, he had a contact.
Yeah.
Apollo.
Degree on the outside now, and he is in front of Chris because he pitted. And Apollo Pepsi, 5-second stop-go penalty for corner cutting. That will probably be reduced to a warning after the race by the stewards, so...
Well, no, because he's pitting right now, so he'll have to...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that's unfortunate for him. But Jojo Keith is right at the back of Capelez. Combined YouTube already got in front of the Red Bull, but Capelez is really struggling with that front wing. I believe it's the wrong side of the wing as well, so it's going to be even more of a pain on the circuit. Into the second Dagner, and he has to really turn a lot with the car to make the car rotate.
As Jojo Keith is planning to do it too wide, but he is backing out of it. As he almost ran into his back. He'll have better exit on the outside of the corner, but a better line for Capillage, and he is comfortably in front, so we will not see any moves into Spoon, maybe to 130R. They are both taking similar lines through first part of Spoon, but then Jojo Keith is changing it, probably to have better exit on Capillage, and he's turning his ERS mode to overtake. And they're going side by side into 130R. Let's see. Oh, we got Capillage in the gravel, so that didn't pay off for him. Okay, just make it safely. Oh, as he's in the wall. Okay.
Yep. Jojo Keith and Fast AF Boy are going side by side. I don't know who it is. Maybe a new driver. I don't know. But
yeah, Adi.
Let's just call him the Williams driver in this race.
It's Adi.
I can't get a good angle, but Jojo Keith gets in front of him, or stays in front, I don't know. But good battling so far this race.
Prix has no front wing as well.
Oh, he has a front wing, he just has a damaged one.
Well, yes, but he doesn't have full front wing. As Jojo Keith is running quite nicely through the SS and Adi losing it, and Degree can overtake him quite easily without any fight. Yeah, it's quite close pack between P5, so Jodokif to wrestle on P8. There is a bit of gap between him and Degree, like between Jodokif and Degree, but I think even without this front wing it will be reduced because he was able to keep up with these guys from the beginnings. Yeah, let's see. It's really close, especially for APAC standards. As we are not going to see, I think, any moves. Maybe Kaiser will attack Alpha Blue into 130R, but I'm not sure.
No, I don't think he's close enough yet. Maybe on the start finish straight.
Yes, but he is running in high ER's deployment, huh? So he's not satisfied with just keeping the gap how it is. He wants to push for points, as it's not going well for him at the moment. Pencil. I guess he just lost his pan or something, because now he's P3. Revo is leading, and
Yep.
Simon is on P2.
Simon just made that move around the outside there in the SS, so that was a really nice move from him.
Yeah.
Making use of that error from Pencil.
Oh, let's watch Kaiser and Alpha Blue side by side.
Oh, that's so close.
Yeah, like you and Courtney in season 16 on lap 1. Lol.
Every time in turn 1 I forced him off the track, which was quite stupid to do. But
yeah, but thanks to that I was leading all the time. Literally, I wasn't in 30s even on softs. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Pencil got a move done, but we cannot forget that there is that long straight between Spoon and pretty much Chicane, because 130 yard is just a moment when you can gain a bit of time, but it's still, we treat it like a straight because there is no big braking, just a bit of lift or just, tiny bit of brakes, as Simon is not using any brakes. Pencil probably using my setup which I gave to him, but it's a dry setup, so it's not working in the wet. Or he changed something.
he could have added some rear downforce to help a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially in 130R, because it's so tricky to not lose the back end. If you just get onto the curbs on the wrong angle, you go off into the wall and your race is over. And yellow flags, what's that for? That is Alpha Blue. He spun on the chicane. I don't think... Was there contact with Kaiser? I don't know.
I don't know, I didn't see it, but it may be. But let's not judge our drivers, let them just explain it after the race to each other. As Pencil closed in 4/10 in that first sector, so yeah, his pace is looking really, really good at the moment. I think he's the fastest car on the track, and without that incident in turn 1, he would have been still leading the race, as he's now 3 seconds, so he lost a bit of time in Dagners. So maybe it's dependable on a sector. What is the advantage of car in front?
And I've just been informed by Richard in the chat that Fast AF Boy is Ari usual, so we know his name now.
Yeah. As Jotak, he's quite close to combined YouTuber. He has good exit from the turn number 14 and he's coming to attack Renault driver. Let's see, he goes down the inside of 130R, but it was just a fake move just to put a bit of pressure on command YouTuber, but he's not scared off. He's still driving on P4 without any major mistakes. As Jotak got himself a 3-second time penalty and he got a bit distracted by that, as he lost a back end quite significantly. He's trying once again.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's trying once again, but he cannot make the move stick.
About that fake move with 130, yeah, I was already getting a heart attack. Like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Like you did with JSR last season.
I just had to get past him, so that's why I did it. But let's see what Jojakif is going to do. He already looks much faster in the corners. Combined YouTuber running a
Yes,
little bit wide.
and it will be side by side, two Dagners.
Yep.
No, combined with the Barry is giving that place away, I think, because yeah, why he needs to fight? I think he's happy with his current P5 position. So yeah, just if the car behind is faster, way faster, there is not a much chance that you can hold him up for the whole race.
Yeah.
If he's on second stint, sure you can hold him up because there is no strategical advantage possible. But you know, if you feel the car is faster and it's way faster, you just need to stick in his slipstream, because if he wants to, he can just undercut you and or overcut and he'll be in front. So there is not a big point of doing that. As you can see, he's now using his slipstream. He's not in the best zone of slip. 8/10 is still a bit of it, so he's surely gaining a tiny bit. Yeah, driver task, because there is no like, is the line allowed in this split or not?
I think it is, along with the same assistance in European PCF1 and I'm not sure, but I think either medium traction control or ABS is allowed, one of the two.
Okay.
But so far, after 8 laps, the gaps are already pretty spread out. There's at least 2 seconds between the majority of the drivers, and then there's 1 second between Combined YouTuber and Jojo Keefe. So I think it makes sense for us to stay with these guys, as it's 1.2 now.
Yes, but it's also worth of mentioning that Pencil is closing quite a bit on Revo. Again, he gained 7/10 in last few laps, so if it's going to be consistent, that gap is going to be lowering few tenths per lap. He's going to catch him up just after the pit stops, in my opinion. As we predict our drivers to pit between lap 11 and lap 15. That's a wide pit stop window, but you know, many strategies possible. Mostly, I would expect them to pit lap 13, 12, or 14. That's the most, you know, basic pit window for intermediates.
Yeah.
Or we can see some kamikaze doing the no-stop strategy. As Jojo Keefe goes a bit of the track in 130R, but he's not having a big disadvantage because of that, and he is 1 second in front of Combined YouTuber and over 10 seconds, actually over 11 seconds behind Simon. So yeah, he is pretty much just defending what he has behind him than attacking the front runners, because they are already quite a bit further up the road. I will fastly check penalties, because Revo doesn't have any warning. Pencil has got 1 warning from F1, Simons has 1 penalty, Jojo Keefe has 1 penalty, Combined YouTuber has 1 penalty, Degree has 1 penalty, Ade has no penalties. Like just Top Go Whistle no penalties, the LSD no penalties, Alpha Blue no penalties, Prix the 1 penalty, Kaiser has got 2 penalties, and Apollo Pepsi has got that Stop Go, which I think is served, but I'm not sure, and Capillata DNF'd.
Well, let's check. Stops. Yep, Apollo Pepsi served his penalty.
Okay, but Rev on this lap stretched out the gap to Pencil a bit, from 2.3 to 2.6 seconds, but it changes so fastly that I wouldn't be suspected that after Sector 1 the gap will be 2.0 or even 3, or opposite to 3.0 seconds. Well, Pencil seems to gain a lot in that last sector, as yeah, he is 2.2, he was 2.5 before, it's 2.1 right now, so the strongest place where Pencil gains so much time is last sector. You need good aerodynamic stability, both in fast 130R, which is no braking corner in the wet as well, and the chicane, where you just need good grip on the rear to exit both first part of the chicane and have good exit from the second part. And that's a tough one, because there is also a turn on the exit, so yeah, it's really easy to make a mistake. Right.
I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I just had a tire pop, but I'm not seeing any punctures, so that's really strange. But I am quite sure that I heard a puncture, so I don't know.
Is there a sound of a puncture in this game?
Yeah, you hear like psst when it pops.
Oh,
So I'm not seeing any puncture from the drivers close to combined YouTuber because I heard it when I was on board with him. So
are there any drivers close to combined tuber?
well, Jojo Keefe is the only driver close to him, and we have yellow flags. What's that for? Sector 1. It's already cleared, so probably nothing too bad. Someone going off the circuit.
Yeah. As you can see, Pencil has got 2.62 Revo, but just watch the last sector. He's 2.5 after 130R, braking to last chicane. And he's still 2.5, but now the gap is closing into 2.4, and just look, watch that exit. Even though it wasn't the perfect one, he in the last sector he gained 2/10 over Revo. And now it's 2.6 again, so the gap is really staying the same, so nothing major happening.
Let's go to Chris real quick. He's inside of the second range for Alpha Blue. I mean, there's no DRS, but being inside of 1 second is basically an indicator that it's going to be
Yes,
close
slipstream.
in overtakes and slipstream as well, yes. So
Oh, Chris has terrible run for 130R, so that's not going to make his life easier in overtaking Alpha Blue.
yeah, and
He gets
the real
quite a
FD
decent
is in the
exit.
pits as well.
Yeah. So that's the beginning of our pit window, it seems.
Around that, yes.
He is putting new front wing on. Okay, so he had front wing damage. As Chris 2GG, the Turkish driver, is still very close to Alpha Blue, which is a driver from... He's showing Monaco, but it surely isn't. Maybe it's Indonesia.
It's
Yeah, it's Indonesia. Yeah. The question is, who stole the flag from each other? Was it Indonesia or Monaco just stole Indonesian flag? That's a good question. I'll answer on the chat because I'm really curious.
I personally think they just hired the same guy for the Monaco flag, to be fair.
Or just maybe they didn't have the connection and they didn't know that there is
Yeah.
other flag with red on the top and white on the bottom.
Or
Revo is in the pits.
yeah, or they just wanted, or they just said that they hired the same guy and said, we want something similar to Monaco. Can you do that?
Yeah. Or to Singapore, but without these things.
Yeah. But Rafael is coming out in P5, is it going to be? Because someone else is going to have to cross the line? No, it's going to be P4.
No, it's P4. But
Degree,
he would have been behind combined YouTuber after the pits, so...
yeah, Degree moves up into P5. I think he is still driving with a damaged front wing.
Yes.
Adi is in P6, and then Rusto is in P7, and combined YouTuber is still in the pits. And I believe he repaired a front wing as well, so he rejoins the track in P8. As we have some overtakes going on between Jojo Keefe and Rafo. So Rafo into P3 now. As Chris is getting way closer now to the car in front, but nothing is going to happen yet as Alpha Blue lost the rear end into turn 2.
Oh, whoa.
And he is in front now.
That was not a good car control from Alpha Blue, but the good thing for him is that he's not far behind, so he can always try to re-overtake Chris to the Z after Spoon or after the Casio Triangle.
Ooh, Simon is getting close to Pencil as well. Into 130R. Simon has a little look, but he doesn't go for it. Quite wisely, in my opinion. There's again yellow flags. But let's see what Simon is going to do. And I don't think he's going to be able to do anything again.
Yeah, he's not overtaking him. He's running on medium and low ERS right now, so... Yeah, I think...
Pepsi, another penalty for speeding.
Yeah, that's not good for him. The race was going so well, but then... Yeah, just something broke down, like he got that unfortunate damage and yeah, he was not rejoining the track. safely. Oh, Afab will retire from the session. We can see a safety car. Let's see where did he do it. And yeah, okay. It was exit of Spoon, so that's a really tough place.
Uh,
I guess he didn't have a puncture in Spoon on his pit lap or finish lap. Wait, what? Puncture on the last lap? Who knows that, huh? As Apollo Pepsi is letting combined to bar through, as he's lapped car already. So yeah, combined YouTuber, I think he's not going to rejoin in front of Jojo if his gap now is over 20 seconds, so maybe it will be close, but surely not that close. It's 22 seconds, about 26 seconds, so yeah. As we've got Degree and Chris to Jay-Z both of the track, I mean Degree of the track and Chris to Jay-Z just spun
ooh.
around.
Did you see if there was contact?
I don't know, I just seen the layout flags and I just came there, but I didn't see anything.
Then he probably lost it on the curbs and the grass there on the outside.
Well, yes, and probably collected other cars.
Yeah, he doesn't really lose a position, I believe, apart from Degree, so...
Well, Degree was also in the gravel in that incident.
Yeah, but Degree is 12 seconds in front of Chris.
Yeah,
so...
because he didn't have to reverse
yeah.
on the track. It seems like
Oh,
10
Chris
seconds.
again!
Oh, something needs to be happening with him.
Yeah, I think he is running too high ballast or too low downforce on the rear, because you usually don't really spin the car there, and now his tires have a short overheated too, so that doesn't help.
I'm checking if he doesn't have a puncture, but no, both tires are looking normally. Yeah, he's driving.
Yeah, he
Oh,
retired.
and he retired. Sweet penalty points to be applied.
Oh no!
Okay, so we lost Kais as well, so
Yeah,
even more penalty points to be applied.
That is for sure going to be penalty points. We can guarantee that's going to happen, as Apollo Pepsi is again going off the track almost. But that is so unfortunate. Chris is just so frustrated with this race. He retires, and of course when you are angry you don't think about other drivers coming up behind you, so you just retire and then that happens.
Let's check Simon trying to overtake Pencil, but he backs out of it because before 130 hour. But is Pencil going to pit this lap, or is he trying the nose drop strategy in this race?
No, he's pitting for sure. Yeah.
Ooh, Simon wanted to pit, but he didn't. He lost a bit of time in there.
Yeah, he's doing
But
the opposite
look,
of Pencil.
But look, Revo, what's going on? He closed up that gap so massively. He's the main contender to win this race. Let me check the pace of these drivers. So, Pencil on softs.
No.
Yes.
You can't be...
Pencil went down. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, look at him struggling already. He's not even into the corner yet.
But it's not raining. It's not raining, so that might be. It's not going to be good strategy, because he would have need 2 more laps and he would make it. I'm telling you, 2 more laps.
Oh, that sucks so bad for him, man. Rafe was for sure going to win the race now, because Simon is yet to pit, and I don't think he can take the tires until the track dries up. So...
Julian, if Simon can do 2 more laps on these tires, he can go for softs.
Adios,
Because
by the way.
it's not raining. You see, it's not raining.
Yes, but...
But
still,
actually, no, yeah.
The track is going to take a while to dry up as well. Like in qualifying, if the skies don't clear up, you're gonna have at least 2, well, not 2,
But
5
it's clearing
laps.
out. Wait, it's way more blue than in qualifying. I can see almost blue dots almost everywhere. So, as Pencil is losing position to Rissel.
Yeah.
He still got chances for it.
Dang, this stream is really quality. We just interrupt each other like crazy.
Well, yes.
Anyway, I just saw Adi losing the backhand in 130 as well, so he lost a position or 2 in there, so that's not ideal for him. If you spotted the joke I made there.
Yeah, as we can see, Revo is setting the fast lap, so this track is really drying out, I think. It's not dry yet, but it will be. I predict lap 19 for everyone to pit. Lap 19, lap 20. Everyone is going to pit from these tires because they will be just undrivable. And now the question will be, are they going to go onto super softs or softs? Because it should be quite easy to do on super softs, but we all know that it's risky and unsafe to do that. As Pencil is losing about 4 seconds each lap on these soft tires, so I think that was not smart from him to go onto softs, as he's just blocking combined YouTuber right now, and he went into grass and he's letting him through, and Jojo Keef as well. So this race is not going well for him. The question is he going to finish in front of Apollo Pepsi after this stint?
Well, maybe he does have the chance to do so because he's like 30, 40 seconds in front of Apollo Pepsi.
1 minute 40 seconds.
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot about the gaps. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought Apollo Pepsi was 1 minute and 10 seconds in front of Kaisa because he DNF'd. But
oh yeah.
Never
but
mind that
let's go to Jojo Keef and combine it to Bear as they're close to each other again. You can see how much overspeed does Jojo Keef have on combined to Bear. Okay, so I think it's going to be a move into 130R because just look at that overspeed. Both are running
Simon!
on overtake. Oh no! What happened? Virtual safety car. Okay, so Pencil is screwed even more.
Yeah, I saw that incident. Simon binned it into the wall at turn 1. He lost the rear end and he went into the wall there.
Yeah, probably puncture, I think.
I think...
Pencil, come on, you need to pit, Pencil. You need to pit.
Kaisa's in the chat, and I have denied that message to be posted because it did include a few swear words, but to say the least, he is quite frustrated with Chris.
Yeah, but Pencil is not pitting for other tires, so like I would be able to risk the race now because it's not raining. I would have pitted for softs and just do it because why not, you know? As it VSC, you've got 10 seconds of a...
The green just passed Spencer right when the virtual safety car ended. He just flew by him.
yes, that was a good one. But Pencil is keeping his 6th place, as Simon is not here anymore. And Jojo Keef passed the combined YouTuber, so it's Ferrari 2-3, just like in Canada.
Don't need to rub it into all the fans. Vettel fans, I mean. But
yeah, he deserved the rain, but the penalty was deserved. Like it was not for intentionally blocking him, but it was for unsafe rejoin. So that was unsafe rejoin. So nothing to do with it.
Let's not argue because I disagree with that. But
that was unsafe rejoin.
Well, one thing as well, Pencil, probably one of the reasons he is staying out on the softs is because he knows he got the championship already. So he just wants to have some fun. I could imagine. So that's why he's.
And
not
it's
pitting.
almost dry. You see, there is almost no spray from these tires. There is just a bit, and he is not looking so chaotic. He's losing just 3.5 seconds, not 4 seconds per lap right now.
His tires are still spinning on the exit of the chicane, so...
Yeah, probably he's got about 25-30% of tire wear, so he's not able to do it to the end. Anyway, so, yeah.
I don't think he has that much tire wear. In the rain, the tires wear less because you get less temperatures as well.
Well, but he's just wheel spinning everywhere.
That's also true.
You can see this corner. It may be not looking like this, but he is just sliding his rear around. That's so minor, but it's very, very harsh on tires. This corner will be a good example, I think. No, he is driving so slowly that there is no wheel spin. he's controlling his car really nicely as for dry tires on a wet track. Wow, Jojo Keep just caught up to Rizzle. Wow, his pace is astonishing. Or Rizzle making a mistake. But let's see.
Well,
Jojo Keep.
Risto hasn't pitted too, and he just lets him by.
Okay.
So, Jojo Keef up into P2, 31 seconds behind Revo. Revo really gained a lot of time on the cars behind by pitting a little bit earlier. And you can just see 3 laps gains you 5-6 seconds. If not even more. Because Jojo Keef
probably
was
the
already...
tire wear was very harsh.
Yeah, Jojo Keef was already quite far behind Revo before they pit at all, so... But he did extend the gap, so...
Yeah, but the important thing to mention about intermediate tires, they're not feeling like they're worn, they're just getting a bit slower each lap. You know, it's like they still feel fine, like on normal tires you just feel you are sliding and that stuff, but on intermediates you start to feel it when you are in 70s. But meanwhile, while you have 60% on your tires, it's 1.5 to 2 seconds slower than fresh tires, so it's clear, it's very easy to see the advantage coming from that.
Yeah. And now we are seeing more drivers go to the dries. The real SD is pitting for the super softs. Let's see what Adi is going to do. And he has gone to a new set of the Inters, I believe. Yes, he has.
Okay.
No, he did. He set the drive-through.
Okay.
So now we are gonna see what the real SD can do against Adi, because Adi is right behind him on the Inters, which we will think is around about the same pace at the moment. But the real SD is sliding because his tires are not
And
up to
Adi is
temperature.
sliding as well. Adi just went sideways through there. But you see how Rizzle is struggling. He's got no pace. Combined to Barry is just about to fly past him. I'm curious if we'll see some on-pit overtakes. Ooh, Rizzle close to the wall. Combined to Barry is not taking any risk whatsoever. Oh, and Rizzle got a speeding penalty. That's a weird one, for sure.
Well, not
let's see. Pencil is going to be behind everyone who pitted right now, so that didn't pay off for him. 2 more laps, just 2 more laps, and maybe be in front of the grid. But now he's too far. But yeah, I guess Supersofts are starting to get faster, as Adi is really struggling on those Inters to keep the real SD behind him. But Revo is still on Inters, so he's just coming through Spoon. And let's see what is it going to be. Is he planning to pit on this lap? I think he should be pitting, because yeah, it's time. Any more laps will be totally risky and useless, to be honest.
Yep, he pulls off into the pits. I mean, regardless if he pitted or not, he would have been P8 anyway, because the gap to Apollo Pepsi is too big, and if he would have stayed out
I'm talking about Revo, I think. Did I say Adi?
Oh, I thought you were talking about both of them, but Adi is pitting and Revo now as well.
Oh no, Pencil has got a penalty, so he's 7 seconds behind the grid. Let me check the penalty situation. Pencil has got one penalty. Degree has got 2 penalties, and Rizzle has got no penalties. So no, he's got stop go. So Pencil can go for P4 even this race. Or wait, maybe Combined YouTuber has some sweet surprises. He's got 2 penalties, so Pencil has to be less than 3 seconds behind everyone. The best way will be in the DRS range of this, because Rizzle has got just stop go penalty, so he's got 2 seconds of penalty advantage over him, so everything is possible, but the pace advantage, considering that he's on quite worn softs and they're on fresh supers, will be too big to do anything, I think.
Just wanna say, Combined YouTuber is right on the edge of fuel at the moment, so he can't really push, but he also can't really save, because he needs to defend from Bristol, and the green now behind Bristol as well. So
yeah,
if I were him, I would run lean in the entire first and second sector, and then run standard and rich throughout the third sector where all the straights are at.
yeah. I would go just lean all the time, but you know, not in free places. After hairpin, which is going to be it's 200 yard, this long corner, then I would go like standard for half of the straight to 130 and then reach, and then on a start finish straight, dependingly where are the guys behind, standard or reach again.
Well, it is going to be interesting to see the strategies because I think more of the drivers are struggling with fuel, so not only him.
They probably underfueled the car massively, so.
Yeah.
But Rachel has got some struggles to keep behind, to stay behind these two drivers of the Grey and combined Tuber, because yeah, he's just quite far behind. Reva got penalty, but it is not going to be major issue for him. But Pencil is closing on Rachel. Pencil is just 5.5 seconds behind him.
Apollo Pepsi with the fastest lap of the race now, 1:33.5. So we are slowly getting into the lap times of the normal dry weather again.
Yeah, I guess they should be doing on dry track on the end of the race. It's easily 28 on softs, as we should be doing high 29s at least on the second stint, which I pretty much can do. What about you, Julian?
I don't know, I haven't really practiced enough yet.
Yeah, high 29s are good for mediums, I guess.
I just choose the fastest lap now. Ooh, the Gree is really close to combined YouTuber.
Yeah, both are on soft tires, and combined YouTuber has got so little straight line speed. He's using high ER's deployment mode, but still, it's the pace difference is such a big one. So I think he's using something like 3.8 maybe with 8 ballast. Maybe 3.9.
10 ballast with 3.8.
Yeah, well, that would have been a bit risky.
Here we go again. Combined YouTuber coming back at degree. Into turn 1, side by side. And not able to hold it on the outside. Has a look on the inside, but not quite able to get far enough on the inside. And degree is now in front of combined YouTuber. Can you actually check the penalties for us to see if Degree can drop back?
Okay, so Degree has got 2 penalties and 2 warnings, so he's really close to another penalty, and Combined Tuber has got just 2 penalties without any more warnings, so definitely Degree has more chances to get a penalty in this race, as we've got yellow flag in sector 1, and who is that? That's Pencil.
Yep.
That is Pencil. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm curious how much tire wear does he have right now. So Revo is setting more and more competitive lap times. That's a really good one. That's way better than good lap times on beginning of this race, but it's still not good enough as for dry track. Probably we'll see the best lap times about lap 25-26 as the track will be completed, as the track will be completely dry. But now it's still not dry enough to just push full throttle through, for example, 130R, or it is, let's see, the Pencil is on board to decide.
Combined YouTuber and Degree again into turn 1. Degree doesn't really defend yet. Combined YouTuber is going to the inside. Degree has the racing line though, so he is able to stay in front for the time being. Combined YouTuber seems to be around of the same pace, but just has the slipstream advantage at the moment, which is making him do these moves. Lost a little bit of time there though, so that's not great for him, but he has time to make up for it again.
Yeah, but I think it's over a second now, so he won't be able to close massively. Yeah, let's check Degree's driving. Maybe he'll catch up some penalties or a warning. He needs 1 warning to get a penalty, and Combined Tuber needs 3 of them, so yeah. And Revo is setting 29s on this soft, so the track is really drying out right now. These lap times are pretty solid right now. Yeah, combined to Bear is 1.4 seconds behind Degree, so yeah, if Degree really starts to push, he can run away over 3 seconds from combined to Bear, but it would he needs to do best laps of this race, certainly, to do it, because there are just 3 laps left for these guys. Yeah, 3 laps left, and he's got 1.5 seconds to feel safely, even without these penalties, because, you know, one warning is just, even in the last corner you can get a warning, which normally isn't a factor, but when you've got, you know, podium in a hands pretty much, that can be really frustrating and ruining your psychological, mental, yeah, cool. As he makes Degree making mistake, is just 9/10 now in front of combined Uber, who is doing his best sector time in sector 1 at the moment. Yeah, okay, Degree has got 30% of VRS more than Degree, so combined Uber has got 30 more, less than Degree, okay. So Degree has got 30 more than combined Uber, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm just a bit messy with that today for some reason. It's too hot.
No problem. But we are nearing the end of the race now. We are on the penultimate lap. Let's just do a quick rundown for the people that tuned in late. Revo leading the race. Joji Keith in P2. Revo really made a good strategy call for the intermediates. And the intermediates and going to the dries. Joji Keith in P2, as I said. Degree P3. Combined YouTuber P4. Degree just overtook combined YouTuber a few laps ago. Then we got Bristol in P5, just about hanging on to the top 4. Then we got Pencil in P6, the first to go to the softs. Didn't quite pay off for him, as it was 4 or 5 laps too early for him. The Real SD in P7, really doing well so far in the Sauber. And then we got Adi in P8, the last driver to go to the dry tires. And then we got Apollo Pepsi in P9. And the DNFs of Simon, Kaiser, Chris, Alpha Blue and Capelace, all of them crashed out.
Yeah, Simon DNF'd from the late of the race, and he could have made this strategy work because he was planning just to do one stop. But he was waiting way more than Pencil, but I think it might have been the wear of these inters or the puncture by itself to cause his DNF, because yeah, it was really not good that we lost a leader just before the tryout, as he was on a good strategy as well. But we don't see any close battles on the track right now. We've got combined to the bar Degree quite close to each other, but yeah, Degree needs to score a warning in this last lap and few corners. Let's see these two driving through the last lap. But we need to be careful when Revo is going to cross the line for to take the Japanese Grand Prix, or it's going to be someone else. If something happens, of course, we don't wish to him, as he made a perfect race till this moment. Let's see if he can make that to the end.
Well, he is making a slight drift there in Spoon, but it doesn't really matter too much for him. I think he knows that regardless of how slow he drives from now on, he's going to win the race. It's going to be the third race.
Spun.
It's going to be the third race.
Spun.
Yeah, I know. But it's going to be the third race in a row for Revo to win. So that's really good from him there. Really good challenge to Pencil. Sadly not early enough to challenge him for the title. But through the final corner Revo goes. And he is going to get another 25 points for the championship. As Pencil gets in front of Bristol as he spun, as Lemon said. But yeah, Revo unserved stop go. I don't think he's really going to care about that, to be fair. But we are now going to wait for Joji Keith and Degree to cross the line to complete the podium. Probably.
Let's jump to Degree because he's the one with the closest penalty situation. One bad and wrong move, and he can lose position to combine to bar, get a warning, which will provide losing position to combine to bar. So let's see what happens.
It will be close though.
Yeah, he's keeping it safely. Yeah, he's not risking anything to get that warning. And it's our P3 finisher, Degree, coming home 1.6 seconds in front of Combined Bar. That was really good from both of these drivers. Really fun and close driving through quite a few laps. As Pencil is about to come across the line, he's not happy about what happened. He DNF'd. No, he didn't. He crossed the line. Okay, that's good because in Mexico, Tomek DNF'd because he crashed. He thought, like, after the line, but it was in front of the line and he was classified as DNF. Lol.
Well, that's the end of the race then. The SD crossing the line now to take his points. And yeah, it's been a really good penultimate race of the season. Next week we have Brazil, so that's going to be another really interesting race. But yeah, Rafo taking the win for the Force India team. And
Yeah, that was a really, really good race from Ravo. He was not in P1 for the beginning, but then Pencil made a mistake, then Pencil made another mistake with strategy, then Simon made a mistake and crashed into the wall. Ravo had 13 seconds worth of penalties, so yeah, in any normal circumstances he wouldn't be taking the win if somebody would have been close to him, but yeah, he still won by a mile, so that's good for him.
Yep. So this is the end result of the Japanese Grand Prix. Rafo takes the win with 13 seconds penalties, still 27 seconds in front of Jojo Keefe. Then we got Degree rounding off the podium, and then Combined U2 were just missing out. Then we got Pencil and P5 with that unfortunate.
That's our new champion, yeah. Pencil. Congratulations to you. Really well done in this season, and we hope for a win in Brazil from a champion, like it should be.
Yes. So, as well, congratulations from me to Pencil, taking P5, Bristol P6, the Real SD P7, Adi Usual and P8, Apollo Pepsi P9, and then the DNFs again, Simon, Kaisa, Chris, Alpha Blue, and Capelace. So, that's the end of the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you next week.
One of the most interesting races I've commentated here. Yes. Really good.
But we'll see you guys next week for the season finale in Brazil. And yes, until then.